Well, even though nobody asked, we delivered. Welcome back to SGDQ, everybody. My name is DECosmic, and I have some incredible people behind me here for the DMC5 run. Just go ahead and introduce yourselves real quick.
Yo, I'm Maxylobes.
Oh, yo, I'm bryonato.
Hey, Bobby.
All right, this is going to be DMC5 Special Edition. We're playing on PS5. We've got turbo mode. The game's 20% faster. There's a lot of cool stuff. We're going to get on into it. So in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so first things first. Nero's arm gets taken by the Demon King Urizen, and now we got to go and fight him and try and get it back. We've got this sword called the Red Queen that has a motorcycle installed in it, in case you didn't think this game was cool enough already. And there's like a 6 or 7 frame window where you can enhance the attacks on the Red Queen. You get more damage, more attack speed. This is going to be a huge part of what we do in order to deal damage with Nero. So we're going to take out a couple of these enemies here, and then we'll be headed on through. So like I said, there's a few, well, like Pride said, actually, there's a few different characters we'll be playing throughout here. Nero's the first character. And, oops, excuse me, there we go. All right, here we go. So now that this is over, well, almost anyway, we're gonna go and fight Urizen. Now, unfortunately, we can't actually beat him. Well, we can, but you're not here to see that category. You're here to see the entire game. So we're gonna actually have to lose to Urizen. And there is a way to lose optimally. So, Bobby, you wanna go through the movement here that's going on as well?
Yeah, so this movement, we're actually making the most out of all of our features. So we're actually air taunting. We don't have a double jump. We don't really have a sprint yet. And we're going right into the Urizen fight. And again, DECosmic said that there is an optimal way through the fight. So we're going to go for that opener. And we are getting hit for a lot, but this is actually planned. The attack that we don't want to hit us is this blue orb that will actually slow down time around us. So everything will be a lot slower, including our recovery frames, which we're invincible with. But nice 2 sweeps, we got our butts beat, and then we can continue on with the game.
All right. So now we didn't win. So instead of getting our arm back, we got this cool mechanical arm called Overture. We're gonna get a bunch of these things across the game that Nico, the engineer, builds for Nero. They're called Devil Breakers. The first one is Overture, and it has lightning attacks, and we can also use it to strap a bomb to enemies as well. On this next fight coming up, the Clyfoth route, we're going to be, because we're dealing with this thing called the Clyfoth tree. It's a demon tree that's taken over Redgrave City. And we're gonna be planting 3 bombs onto this thing and then blowing them all up. And it's just gonna deal a lot of damage. So I'm gonna have to focus up here a little bit because sometimes this boss is a little finicky. All right, here we go.
To give you a bit more of a frame of the breaker system or the Devil Breaker system, it's kind of like another Capcom game, like Mega Man. So you have your a normal attack. Planting the bomb will actually be your charge attack. So you'll actually expend a breaker of that Overture. But once that explodes, you're going to be seeing a lot of damage dealt to that beast. And that is one obstacle down. You're going to be seeing multiple instances of this damage stacking and us buffing for our single hit attacks or our single move attacks to deal devastating amounts of damage.
Yep, and because we got the no damage bonus, we're gonna get a ton of extra currency here, the red orbs. We're gonna be building a lot of those throughout the game. That's gonna set us up nicely for Mission 2 here. So Mission 2, we're gonna actually be going into the heart of Redgrave City. Once again, we'll be on Nero. What's up, Nico? How's it going? And we're gonna be buying a bunch of stuff. You wanna talk a little bit about that, Bobby?
Yeah, speed is basically our sprint. If we run for long, then we'll just break into a sprint. We have our streak, which is basically Nero's version of Stinger, and we have ourselves a couple of combo routes that we have upgraded to Nero's arsenal so that we can actually traverse through these lateral movements in the next couple of missions.
Can I read directly off the notes for this other thing that we bought?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Roulette spin, one of Nero's primary damage tools in the run. I have now contributed.
So you're not going to be seeing the roulette for these fights. So the arenas, you'll see them in one of 2. So you'll either have to actually go through waves of enemies and the barrier will be open once you defeat all those enemies, or there's actually a bit of like a timer system of which you can kill all the enemies in a really quick enough fashion to speed through those arenas.
And as you can already see, aerial combos are king.
Yes, they are. They're about to get even bigger, too, because here is where bryonato's contribution comes into play.
I can't believe all these notes that you have, Cosmic, for these parts of the game that are so... You have like 4 paragraphs for the prologue that was like the first 90 seconds of the run. And I just don't understand.
Sometimes I just write a lot, man. I just love this game. It just is what it is.
It's one of the best things about Devil May Cry. It's like it's the most easiest accessible like kind of like action game. You can mash triangle if you want to, but if you really want to eke out that damage, especially in the higher difficulties, then you definitely do want to take advantage of every bit that all of these characters have got. Because
Yeah, I think it's a series that really encompasses like freedom of expression.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
play the way that you want to play, and that directly impacts your enjoyment. If you want to learn all the cool combos, you want to get that style rank up, like that's the best way to play. That's the way you're gonna have fun.
speaking of
Amen to
features,
that.
oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
Yeah, speaking of features, we're still picking up our Devil Breakers, and there are some that you can pick up around these missions that are set. So we'll have them actually added into the route here. And there we go, our first roulette spin, and getting the exceeds off of like combat in the moment. 7 frames per swing. It's not just like one special attack or anything. So Cosmic is actually just like hammering on his L2 button in order to get every kind of like EX version of his souped up attacks.
Would you compare like the combat in this game, the combat system, the combo system to like fighting games? Like, is there a correlation there in terms of like how like the depth of mechanics, or?
I do. There are some weapons that like benefit you actually like going in on an enemy, and you'll be seeing a little bit of that with like the Dante repertoire of weapons. Oh, there you go.
Oh, he put the hood up.
Then you know that it's about to get real. Like, these are only the first couple of missions of Devil May Cry 5, but these next couple of arenas and even a boss coming up can show, or well, DECosmic is just going to show you just how crazy things can get.
This hood is bigger than I remember.
Yeah, you look more like Organization 13, dog.
My bad. We're going to skip this fight that would spawn down here, by the way. This is actually dev intended. Woo! All right. So now we're going to get into Goliath. And this is the first big boss of the game. So, yeah, I'll let Bobby take it away.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it is a big boss in the game, but Cosmic is going to make it look incredibly easy with those times of these. Again, the roulette spins are going to be like one of the main damage dealers, and we're going to try to get him to a certain portion of his health so that we can get him down to this cathedral a little bit earlier. So as long as we keep getting those exceed roulette spins, you just see how that's just massively chipping down, and he is angry. But while he's in this down state, you can still, let down a Gerbera. And the charge Gerbera has so many lasers that bounce to and fro, have so many opportunities to hit the enemy for multiple ticks, multiple instances of damage, and DECosmic is just making this a joke of a fight.
Wow.
Woo.
As somebody with only like a very like kind of beginning understanding of this game in general, can you break down some of the more some of the terms that you're using, like exceed or like overture? Like, I don't know, I have a full comprehension of what exactly those are.
The exceed is the feature that we use to kind of soup up any of Nero's attacks.
So it's like a super modifier to a move. Would you say?
I'd say like a modifier.
Okay.
Say like that's like his smash as opposed to like a tilt.
So it's tilt. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
The Gerbera and the Overture are just one of many devil breakers. Yeah, devil breakers that we're going to be using. There's a lot that soup up the combat and maneuverability. The punchline is super sick for these oncoming fights. But these arenas are just going to be like a little bit cut and dry. You'll just see Cosmic take so much advantage of the intense damage boost that the Exceed will give you.
Yeah, the difference between a normal attack and an Exceed attack it's pretty significant to the point where, I mean, the boss fight you just saw, if you weren't actually hitting all of those Exceeds, probably wouldn't have made the cycle. He would have burst out of the building,
Yeah.
and you would have to do a little bit of extra traversal to get back to him.
if we have cut and dry fights, could I interest you in some wonderful donations?
Absolutely, yeah.
Fantastic, because I have $15 here from JoshBot saying, bang, bang, bang. Donating $5 for each pull of the Devil Trigger. Join the Demon Train. Chat, can we get a $15 Demon Train going for the Devil Trigger?
I agree.
Yes, please.
I also have $20 here from Colobri, who says, always motivated for a haiku train. Can't defeat Dante, then lost to Mundus as well. I need more power. Thank you very much, Virgil.
Dan?
All right, so we're gonna head into this fight here. And actually, we're gonna talk about how cool Punchline is here real quick, okay?
Yeah.
This game is so awesome. What?
Yeah, we're gonna do that. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for the enemies to come out here, and then there's this barrel here. There's no longer a barrel here. All right.
There are certain arenas and even like boss sequences, like you might know in like Souls-like games where like the optimal version of this fight is if they do like X opener. There are actually like some set sequences, some arenas and bosses where they will do the same opener every time. So we kind of account for that in a run. Also to save up on resources.
So these next enemies, we're gonna parry them real quick. And then they're gonna go into an instant kill state when they're parried and they're just down. So,
Wow.
yeah, they're just gone.
How does parrying work? Is it just like pressing a button at the right time, like a dodge button or something at the right time? Or?
Yeah, you can actually attack the enemy when they attack you, and then you'll clash with them, and usually the player character will win out.
Heard that.
All right, so here we go into Artemis. Bobby, take it away.
Well, let's see Artemis first.
True. Yeah, that's fair. Yes. Oh, of
But
course.
no, a bit of a wonky
Okay,
opener,
yeah.
but we're going to be just unleashing all of these punchlines. We just have to wait until Artemis is in that down state. You'll just see them melt away. And this is why we bought more than 2 punchlines, just
okay,
for a little
that's
bit of that marathon safety, because she can be a lot evasive. The optimal is if you had 2 of those, but even then, this could be a little bit of a heinous fight.
Yeah, she gave me actually like just the worst pattern possible, which it gives you the highest chance of having your Devil Breaker broken, which in turn leads to the highest possible instance of taking damage in the fight. Yeah, there we go.
Good cleanup.
Good recovery.
Yep. She knew what she was doing. All right, so getting into the next playable character is going to be V, who has 3 summons. So he has Griffin, who acts as his ranged attack. He has Shadow, who acts as his melee. And he has Nightmare, which acts as his Devil Trigger, or just, it's a big golem. It's basically just like his souped up attack. We're going to grab a couple of purple orbs here to give V the ability to use Devil Trigger more often, as well as power up the animals to do more damage. So, here we go. So we're gonna power them up and send them out at these guys. You can have basically all your weapons active at once. That's kind of the way to think of this character. You can also think of him like Zato from Guilty Gear.
Yeah, like a puppet fighting game character, Carl, Clover, things like that. A very interesting thing about Adam Driver is that you will have to execute the killing blow on your own, no matter how much your phantoms or your summons will whittle down their HP. You have to deal the final blow yourself, which can be a little bit tricky in like the next oncoming missions where you might get surrounded by a big mob.
Yep. Also, there's gonna be a skip here, so we're gonna just take V's toes and swing them into the cutscene trigger, and we're on out. Yeah.
As you'll come to find, V is like the character that breaks the geometry of this game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think while we're walking across this bridge, Pride, we got time for more donations.
Well, I got more donations for your time. I got $50 from Doc and Platt. They say, cheer up, crew cut. Our boy Cosmic has brought DMC5 back to GDQ. Thank you for everything you do for the community. We know you'll nail this run. P.S. When's Uno?
Oh my gosh, not PS2 Uno, please spare me. My goodness. Much love, Doc and Platt. Those are the homies, all the way from Ireland. All right, so we're gonna get into more of these fights here. Actually, you know what? Let's just get a few more donations. And Pride, keep it going, man.
Oh my gosh, and I got so much more to keep going. I have $50 here from Triumphant Base, who says $50 for the Devil May Cry 5 run. Hope this donation is the one to fill your dark soul with light.
Excellent. Keep it going, man.
Yeah, it's great that my throat is a little sore because that was an easy crack to do. We're looking at $50 here from Smash Villain, who says, the Devil King returns!
Yeah.
Looking fresh in Best Boy Nero's jacket, too. So proud to see you and the gang back on the big stage, and watching your journey with DMC5 has been a joy. Now, hit him with a DDT or 5! Much love, brother.
Much love, Smash. All right, so this last fight here with Nero is going to be kind of more of the same. So I'm going to take a little bit of an opportunity here to talk about the auto mode in this game. So we're going to actually use the auto mode on the next boss fight. And normally what this does is like restrict your control over the character to let the system do some things for you. Now, interestingly enough, this actually makes the CPU behavior of the animals more consistent. So we're going to be using that for the next boss fight. And it also makes Griffin be able to do these laser strikes with even more impunity. So, as we get on in here, all right, we're gonna activate it now. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, this tech is sick.
Here we go.
Instantly down.
That's interesting that you just activate the mode without going into it. I was expecting a menu to come up or something.
Yeah, you can just hold down the right analog stick.
Oh yeah, your summons talk a lot of crap. They talk a lot of crap.
Oh yeah. Wow, Nightmare.
Really?
Nightmare making up for what Artemis did to me earlier.
Whoa.
So he is already down. That is just the one phaser for Nidhogg down.
What do you say?
And done.
Hold on.
Cool. Okay, so now that this is done, we're gonna actually start really breaking the game wide open. As Bobby said, V doesn't care about geometry. So in DMC1, there's a move that Shadow has, because Shadow is a boss in DMC1, where it shoots out a spike from its head, and you can stand on that spike. You can do that in this game as well, as a reference to that. But if you're in contact with that spike, but the game can't find a place to put you, then it's like, oh, well, I guess I'll just push you out of bounds instead, because it needs to put you somewhere that you can stand. So I'll just let this speak for itself. V, every time I retry this, is reacting appropriately. Okay, here we go. All right, we're out.
Whoa! Ho, ho.
Yep. All right, so we're not done, unfortunately. So here we go.
He's throwing a tantrum up there. Watch the ceiling be.
That should be good. So we're gonna teleport to this barrel here, and we're back in. Okay,
Wow.
awesome.
Nice. Well done.
So when you teleport to objects that you've locked onto, if they're in bounds and you're out of bounds, the game's like, you meant to teleport to that. I'm just gonna put you back in bounds. And I'm like, thanks, game, I appreciate it. So, and because this game is awesome, it doesn't matter that your sequence broke like the entire level. It just doesn't care. So now we're gonna go into the Garyon Knight. And the Garyon Knight kind of is like the most mobile boss in the game. People have told me, well, if I could play Nero and Dante on this fight, it'd be a lot easier. And I'm here to tell you, that's not the case. Because this boss is so mobile that, like, if Nero and Dante had to chase this guy around, they just wouldn't have a good old time at all.
There's a way.
All right, here we go. We're just gonna avoid these attacks. This fight is gonna mostly come down to how many skewers that Shadow can land here. All right, here we go. Good. He also likes to do this thing where he slows time. I'm not too big a fan of that.
Wonder
Devil
why.
May Cry 3 fans will recognize this little callback.
True. And I think we got time for a donation while he decides to ride his horse on me.
That's incredible, because I have $75 from BZ Archer, who says 5 tickets for the Devil Trigger train, please. Let's get that double time. And folks, we are already at $71,000 raised today alone. We can absolutely, you know what? Challenge. 80,000 by the end of the run. I think that we can hit that. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I have a question from a lovely donor, $50 from Christian McDaniel, who says, what's the couch's favorite DMC5 track? It might be a hot take, but mine is Bury the Subhuman Devil Cloud. I think this donor is playing Devil May Cry 6 right now.
I think my favorite song is definitely Devil Trigger, I gotta say.
Ooh,
Just a
good
great
one.
song.
Classic.
Yeah, it's true. All right, and we got no damage there, so that's pretty tight. We're gonna actually go back to Nero now, so everybody say goodbye to V for a little bit.
Bye, V.
Bye, driver.
All right, so now we're back at Nico here. We're gonna upgrade the magazine size, so this is gonna increase the amount of Devil Breakers that we can have on us at a time. So we can have 4 now instead of 3. We're gonna upgrade the sword a little bit. We're gonna buy 7 of these overtures. This thing's pretty good, in case you couldn't tell. So now we're gonna set up all the magazines here, and then after this, all of the shopping with V, or not V, I just said we were done with him.
With Nero.
with Nero are done. And we'll get into where we use these a little bit later. But we're gonna go and fight our very own Shadow of the Colossus style boss named Gilgamesh. So here we go.
That's good.
Chance, yeah.
All right, yeah, this Shadow of the Colossus boss, this might be one of the most annoying bosses for even like a casual playthrough, especially with the tech that Cosmic is going to be ensuing right here. So you have to stay on its back. The weak spot will be exposed, but it will try its damnedest to get off of you. But with the charged overtures and all that, like you can see the amount of damage stack. So hopefully this fight will not take a little bit more than 2 minutes or so. He's going to continually put spikes on his roof. Really good kind of like floating in the air with that jump and taunt, and the amount of exceeds now that we're at level 2, more damage, more speed, and 1 more overture should probably do it. We probably don't even need that though.
Well, he decided to do this to me. Yeah, whatever. Can't help it.
Oh, but there we go.
There we go. Got him.
Nice.
All right, he's down.
Wow.
Cool.
Seriously, in the casual playthrough, this can take upwards of like 20 minutes.
It can take a while.
No, I keep waiting. Like you're doing these boss fights so easily. I kept waiting for like the next phase to start. You're like, no, we're good. I'm like, all right. Okay, Cosmic.
Also, we're back to V now. Everybody say hello to V again.
Hey.
So I just like realized that you could actually pick another character for this mission. So what's all that about?
So you used to be able, so you can pick multiple characters on different missions in this game, and Nero actually used to be faster on this mission by a significant amount because he deals so much damage and he just has such great movement and everything. And then V was like, what if I just ignored the rest of the level? So we're gonna try and do that now.
Another skewer hop.
Ah, yep.
Is that what you call it?
So actually, the first sip is called Sewer Skewer. This one's called
Newer Skewer.
Newer Skewer.
That's in the notes.
True, yes. We're going to go on a journey together with the naming conventions of these skewer skips.
I have a lot of opinions about skip names, so I'm excited to hear about some of the rest of them.
I don't think we'll be as good as Control Man. I'm really sorry to disappoint you, but...
That's okay. That's okay.
All right, so we're going to go on out here. By the way, just did anybody notice like how nice this whole skybox looks? It's great. There's a park bench over here and everything.
Oh, it's like a big park bench too.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
This has got to be Rainbolt's favorite speed game.
All right, so we're going to save our location here a little bit. So if you stand in place for a while, even if you void out, the game's like, no, I know where you're at.
That's nice. It seems like a really convenient mechanic to have for situations like this.
It's great. It's one of the great things I love about doing out of bounds in this game. All right, so we're actually out here. And then we're going to go back in here. You would think there's, oh no, we fell. No, we didn't fall actually. And then...
I didn't think that.
Okay,
I
fair
wanna
enough.
say.
Yeah, you're quite shrewd. I believe you. So we're back in bounds now. And the next fight here is going to be against like some souped up enemies called Angelos. Bobby, what's up with them?
They're terrible. But
that's true, yes. Yeah.
But we're going to try to get him in a little defense formation so that when the kind of like leader of the bunch kind of like attacks us. Oh yeah, and also a very important thing is that Nero must be behind us, so because like that Angelo's going to be targeting Nero. We get a nice kind of parry attack, which blows all of the mobs back, putting them in an instant kill state. Summoning the Goliath.
They're done, by the way.
Yeah, they're just done. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah, for whatever reason, when you parry the leader of those formations, he just puts everybody in instant kill state. He's like, you're all going down with me. And then V can just instant kill all of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now we're going to go back to Nero. I'm sorry, I just keep seesawing y'all back and forth between these characters.
I'm okay. That's fine.
And then we're gonna actually, so this is a very like big magazine that we have here. We're pretty diverse. It's like we got Overture, we got Gerbera, we got one of the new devil triggers that we picked up, Helter Skelter. We're gonna be using all of them during this. But first, we're gonna have a run back of a strat from Mission 2 with Overture. So we're gonna wait for these guys to walk in. We're gonna kick him over here. All right, he's not gonna go anywhere near that guy, that's fine. So, let's do this. All right, can we get this? Come here. Okay, all right, well, you didn't come here. That's fine. So now we're gonna head on to so this is the run back mission, because Nero's like, you know what, I got my Devil Breakers now. I'm ready to take on Urizen again. So he's making his way much further into the Qlipoth. And yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So we're gonna ride this elevator for a little bit. So Pride, we got some time.
Oh, I love elevators because it lets me say that we have a very special $10 from a very special someone. He says, I borrowed some money from Lady to make sure I could make a donation. I'm sure she won't mind. Let's rock, baby. Dante only has 2 guns, so he only donated the $10, but $15 from Sailor Cheerio says, this one is for Dante, so he can afford to grab a strawberry sundae later. Thank you for buying that $15 train ticket for Dante. Hopefully, he'll use that money that he saved for Doctors Without Borders and not Sundays.
True. All right, so we're gonna go over this fight here. Nothing actually happens. It's just a dev-intended way to play through the level. There's a couple of branching pathways on these levels, so you can just hop over that one.
Going down is
and we're gonna go.
way, huh?
That's true, Nero. It is, yeah. All right, and so we're gonna come in here, and the Baphomet here, this big goatling here, we're gonna knock him down to actually spawn in another wave, and we're gonna unleash another Gerbera. Ooh. And it's just gonna decimate everything.
That was a good lineup.
Yeah. And we're about to do just another fight skip, so Pride, take it away again.
Oh, absolutely. I have $25 here from Death Tropes, who says, Cosmic, a spectacle as always. Good luck and shout outs to the stacked couch. And you know what, Bri? I think that you are contributing the perfect amount.
Oh, thanks. I mean, I wasn't worried, to be clear, but I appreciate that.
Okay, well, that's unfortunate. So I have to do this. Can I just do this?
You could.
I could do this.
You could.
I just did it, so.
Yeah.
All right, sweet, we're
Wow,
good now.
you just did that.
Yeah, I did that.
That was sick. Taking initiative.
Could probably do it.
All right, yeah, we can go ahead. Yep, go for it.
One of the,
Okay, go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say, one of the things that really surprises me about watching this game, you were talking about like that mechanic that saves your position. Multiple times you've mentioned like dev intended kind of like skips, so to speak. Mm-hmm. You talked about how like when you sequence break the game, it's like, yeah, you're fine, dude. This seems just like a really friendly and approachable game from like a speedrunner perspective. Like everything just kind of seems to work out in a way that just like benefits the run, and I think that's really cool, especially for a game with this much depth and mechanics as well.
Oh, yeah, with even as missions as early as 2, like you can practice the combat mechanics of Nero and get your timing down so you can further optimize your fights and further attempts. And honestly,
that's awesome.
With the replayability of these missions, I mean, you even have Bloody Palace to toy around with. Like you can become a pretty master Devil May Cry player in no time flat.
Yeah, I think current year, like Devil May Cry as a series, just very, very well-paced speedruns. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of different categories that you can jump into, and they all feel really nice to kind of master the combat, master the movement.
Yeah, it's like
Cosmic knows every single one, so
That's
you
true.
can literally just
Yeah.
ask him and he'll
Just
answer.
ask, I'll tell you.
Follow him at Twitch.tv/DECosmic.
True, you should do that. And then we're gonna get into the last fight on this mission, which is gonna be Urizen. So this is the run back that I was talking about here. Now, we couldn't actually finish the crystal phase on the prologue. Here we can actually finish the crystal phase, but once again, Nero's gonna fail the run back. Spoilers, I'm sorry.
Wow.
But yeah, it's tragic, honestly. But we'll get into it here in a moment. So,
Be king, huh? Not for much
here we go.
longer.
We're gonna start out this crystal phase by dashing up to him. We're gonna use a roulette spin into a Gerbera, and then another Gerbera. This is gonna shred the health along with this Helter Skelter that we're gonna use.
Wow.
And then we're gonna hit this crystal here, and now the more damage that we do to the crystal, the more damage it does to us. So the goal here is to, again, lose optimally. And Urizen should be able to take out our health in about 2 hits. Yep, there we go. And then, well, 3 hits, I guess.
I like how we both winced like it was a bad thing.
Also, it just looks. Yeah, I know. Oh my God.
Do you say "ow" when the video game character get hurt?
All the time. All
Just
the
hear
time.
that COD hit marker.
Yep. Yep.
Chat, sound off. Do you say "ow" when the video game character get hurt? Thank you.
All right, so mission 9. This is like the biggest skip in the game because we're gonna go over there, everybody. We're gonna go to the end of the mission. This mission is a horseshoe. But first we gotta do a fight. And we're gonna actually use Nightmare also pretty intentionally here. So once we skip this cutscene, okay, and then we're gonna teleport over here, we're gonna use Nightmare to break this enemy's armor. And then Shadow's gonna put a hurtin' on him. And then we'll take out these guys. Now this skip right here is quite finicky because we're gonna be going through a lot of geometry. But if we do it right, it'll be pretty cool. And it is really fast to the point where even if we have to do it a couple of times, it's still gonna be faster than doing the whole mission. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna have to focus up a little bit here.
It's a little bit of serious time.
Ah, this is the one I saw you doing in the practice room. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that extra cane is gonna mess me up. No, we're good. All right,
nice.
sweet. Yeah.
Wow.
Now we're at the beginning. Now we're at
Wow.
the end of the mission.
That took him about like 15 tries to get it in his last practice run.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was very flawless in live performance.
Every time I try and science out a setup for that skip, it's like, no, you're going back to living life on the edge.
Cosmic, to celebrate that, would you like to hear a very special donation?
I would, absolutely.
Fantastic, because I have $10,000 from the Yeah, they heard that we were trying to get to 80K. They got us there. They said,
And then some.
They said, hey all, Yeti here. We're excited to kick off SGDQ. The schedule is packed and so is our official collection. Be sure to check out all of our offerings as there are loads of amazing teas and more. Each item directly benefits Doctors Without Borders. Visit theyeti.com and grab your official SGDQ teas today. And folks, I think that with the Yeti helping us out, let's aim for 90K by the end of this run. I think that we can do it.
Yes.
Yeah, under 20K for that first 100,000, I feel like it's going to be nothing for Twitch chat.
We are, exactly, we're only 20K from getting that incentive, that milestone incentive unlocked. Folks, we can do it.
Hey, look, it's Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
Whoa! Whoa!
I love that guy.
So here is our all-rounder combatter, and I guess he's drive rushing like he's from Street Fighter 6. But his weapons are really cool, and they're a little bit reminiscent of his former weapons in like Devil May Cry 3 and etc. He'll pick up a nice couple of new toys in the later missions, but now we're just getting you back into the hands of the old familiar, the old reliable, the Dante.
Yeah. And there's something great about this game too is that It tutorializes itself really well because every time we've gone to a new character, you'll notice we go back to fighting really weak enemies. So the game is very good about like bracing you to use these new tools and just being like, all right, you've got your hands on the character, just use the base kit for a while. We've got the small mobs for you. We'll work you back up to where you were on the other characters. So now we're gonna use Ignition here with the gauntlets. And then we'll just use this right here to get some AoE going. Excuse me. Wow. All right, there we go. So the gauntlets here have a unique mechanic called Ignition. And in order to activate it, you need to land 10 punches or you have to do a dance. And I mean, I don't really power up by doing dances myself, but Dante is just way cooler than me, so he can do that. So this gives you access to much more powerful moves, more damage, and more AoE on the Balrog attacks. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, you'll be seeing that like in like one of the next major fights here.
Yup. Because now we're gonna buy a ton of stuff. So this is kind of what we've been saving up all of these red orbs for. We're gonna level up Swordmaster, and this is primarily to get the move Real Impact, which is a high-powered uppercut that deals a lot of damage. And we're also gonna upgrade Trickster here in order to give us his teleport, and we're gonna upgrade Ignition too, so just more damage, more time on Ignition. We're gonna grab Stinger, which is a dash, and then we're gonna grab this last purple orb here. Normally we would grab this much earlier, but Artemis was mean in the early game, so we had to postpone it a little bit. So, these are the Chaos. They're gonna spin at us. No, they're not.
Like I was saying, Dante just makes like everything look so cool. We have 4 styles to choose from. You got that one parry with the Royal Guard and just amping up on so much damage from his charge, from his Ignition. Dante will fell foes in no time flat here.
Yeah.
There's so much cool stuff happening in this game at any moment. My eyes just kind of like glaze over. You know, I can't believe how good this game looks. And it's hard. It's like, I forget this game came out 7 years ago?
7 years ago.
That is crazy.
It's in its own different category where it's like, yeah, it's a $120 like estimate, but it's been very high APM and very tech savvy, whether it be through boss kills, whether it be through traversing out of bounds. Like there is something to do in every mission of this game.
Yeah, I feel like the only even mildly like slow point there was like that elevator, and then ever since then it's just been like gas, 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 gas. Like,
and that was good because we were able to hear Pride.
Yeah, exactly.
Some Stinger in action right there.
And then we're gonna go back over to these guys. We're gonna use some more Ignition. All right, we're just gonna do this right here. All right, come here. Thank you. All right, so now this next skip is actually gonna exploit the way that the game prioritizes encounters. So this mission right here, this little fight, is gonna actually give us a collectible. It would allow you normally to collect a purple orb fragment. Now, we're gonna go into this mandatory fight here, but the game's like, I don't wanna lock you out of getting the collectible, so I'm just not gonna spawn the fight here so you could go back to get the collectible if you wanted to.
Nice.
And normally, you know, but nothing's going on, so Pride, take it away again.
Absolutely, and I have $15 here from Devil Tipper saying 3 shots from Blue Rose, so 3 tickets to the Devil Trigger train, please. And folks, we are a third of the way to that upgrade to double time. Again, all your donations are doing double time, so while you're donating, make sure that you are donating to that Crypt of the Necrodancer incentive. And I have $250 here. We've heard from Dante, we've heard from Virgil. Let's hear from another member of our cast who just says, banger soundtrack. Thank you very much, V.
Thank you, V. All right, so now we're gonna go on to this. This is gonna be the second to last fight here before Urizen. So fun fact, this mission 10 actually takes place during the prologue, so it's a flashback. And the whole time that we've been working through the game has been like, we're trying to like wake Dante up after the events of this mission, so spoilers, they lose this part of the fight, but we're not gonna be losing that part of the fight. But first, we're gonna be going into the Knights here. The Knights actually can like shield bash us a lot. They can really disrupt us in their formation. We're gonna be looking to get a lot of real impacts here. I gotta build back some Devil Trigger though, so I'm gonna build it on this guy. All right, come here. Thank you.
That's so cool.
the instant weave off the Proto-Angelo. Cosmic, how are you so godlike at this game?
I don't know.
Most DECosmic answered I could get.
True.
All right, so now we're gonna grab that devil trigger there. We're gonna get ignition real quick. And we're gonna take out this crystal here. Tricked you. Get out of my sight. We're gonna just lay on the real impacts here because, fun fact, in higher difficulties, it's actually faster to lose this fight, but on human, it's not. So we get to do a lot more real impacts. And then into this. And that fight should be over. Yep, there we go. Awesome.
Nice.
All right.
Ooh.
And, I mean, the real impact is doing an absurd amount of damage if that wasn't already obvious, but if you try to do that fight without those real impacts, I mean, you're going to be sitting there for a while.
Oh yeah, a little bit. All right, so now we got the Devil's Sword Sparta. So in the events of the prologue, Dante's first sword, Rebellion, gets destroyed by Urizen. So he has to use his father's sword pretty much from here on out. And it's pretty cool. It does like a little bit more damage than Rebellion. It's got some nice teeth. Looks like the Soul Edge.
Soul of Sparta.
And it's nice that you get to use it here because in the Devil May Cry 1 speedrun, we just put it back. We're like, dang, my dad's sword is not very good.
We had to wait 18 years to use it in a run, but it was worth it.
It was.
All right, so we're gonna grab these guys right here. We gotta immediately get into ignition. Hit this guy with a real impact, then dash over here. And then, all right, that guy was pretty slow to spawn in, but it's fine. Good. They're down. This is probably my favorite mission in the game. There's just a lot of really cool fights going on, just a lot of cool strats, and you get to play as Dante, and it's just really, really awesome. All right, so here we go. Pride, we got a little bit of time here.
Fantastic. I have $25 here from Dante15151, who says, "Hi everyone, hope you all have a fun and wonderful time at the event. My favorite DMC song has to be the Cerberus battle theme in DMC 3. Also, what's everyone's favorite pizza topping combination? Because it's not a DMC without Dante eating pizza. Mine personally, chat, anything with pineapple. The perfect ingredient.
No.
And you are welcome to donate to tell me how wrong I am, or conversely, tell me exactly how based I'm being right now."
All right, so this next fight here, we're working on a little bit of a timer here because we're gonna get ignition. We're gonna take this guy out right here. Tank that hit here. We gotta do all this before ignition expires. All right. This guy's gonna come on up here. Ugh. And then we gotta fight these Hellbats here real quick. They're a little bit uncooperative sometimes, but we really want to try and get them with Sparta here just so that we can actually slice them open. All right, sweet. So now, the next boss here is pretty complex. So once we get there, this is also one of my favorite boss fights in the game. This is Cavalier Angelo. Just such a cool boss. And I'm gonna let Bobby explain them.
Sure. Cavalier Angelo is really cool because he'll give us the same opener. so we can prepare a little bit easier. So we'll block these first three. We'll do our little dance and build our ignition. And then here he comes, like Artorias of the Abyss. Block, weave. And now we're just going to lay on that damage. Woohoo! Cavalier Angelo as he is staggered and down.
Wow.
No time flat. DECosmic can just do it all. Explain this fight.
What is...
Anyway, we get that boss as a weapon now. So, in case you didn't think this game was cool enough already, Nero has a sword with a motorcycle engine in it, and Dante uses a motorcycle as a sword. So you can wield it as just like the whole motorcycle body, or you can wielded as like double scythes or basically double saw blades. I remember when like this game switched to a more realistic style, I was like worried they were going to lose some of the fantastical elements of the series, and they were like, don't worry, he can wield twin motorcycles. And it was like, all right, you know what? That's fair. I misjudged.
It's not a Devil May Cry game without a very wacky weapon for Dante.
It's true. All right, so now, again, we're gonna go through some dev-intended stuff, but this first part here, we're not gonna skip it in a dev-intended way. We're just gonna hop up right here real quick. So you can actually skip through most of this level, and we know this because, we know that it's dev-intended because there's a orb bonus at the end of it for using no Nidhogg hatchlings, which are basically the keys for this game.
I think this was one of the first dev-intended skips that was found.
Absolutely.
Also, just quick callback to what we just heard recently. I don't want to gloss over that. Could we get some donations and some love for Bobbeigh over here?
True.
On commentary?
Yeah.
That whole sequence was so sick. I know. You're humble. Show my man some love. That was awesome.
Oh my goodness, you are incredible. We have $100 here from Nick Does Voices, getting us closer to that upgrade to double time incentive, saying SGDQ featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry franchise? Thank you so much. We are getting closer to that upgrade to double time incentive. Folks, we have only $24,000 left on that. And I know that sounds like a lot right now. Folks, we can hit that so easily. It is only day one, and we are so close to $100,000. All of your donations, they're hitting double time as well. So donate to that incentive. Let's meet that soon.
It's been a while since I used my brain this much.
Shout outs to Dante.
That was great.
You've been asleep for a month, Dante. It happened. All right, so now we're going to head on up to Urizen. And here, Dante is actually going to sacrifice the Sword of Sparta in order to get his own sword called the Devil Sword Dante. And here we go. We're just going to go on into it really quick. It's going to look like the coolest slab of concrete you've ever seen in your life.
Look at that.
That is pretty cool.
And we got Sin Devil Trigger, so we're just going to combo on away with this. Dante's gone into Super Saiyan 3. We're going to see if Urizen gives me a good pattern here. All right, good. Bobby, you know what to do.
What are you talking about? You've almost killed him.
I was going to say the fight's over, dog.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, he's dead.
What do you even need me
Bobby, let's go. Great job, Bobby. Great job, Bobby.
Good job, Bobby.
All right, so now we're going to get to, also, Mission 9 skip was called Newest Skewer, and then Mission 13 skip that we're about to do, this is the most recent skip that was found, so it's called Newester Skewer.
I hate this.
Wow.
Newester.
So, the next one, is that going to be Newest or newest, where does it go from there?
This is
or
the
newest?
last big one, so fortunately, I haven't had to think that far ahead.
Okay.
Even Newester.
Even
Even Newester.
All right. So this mission is actually sort of just all stacked on top of each other. It's a pretty cool co-op mission as well. You can have a pretty good time with all the characters, getting some friends together, But we're
Kind of
not
like
gonna
us
see
right
it.
now.
Yeah.
It's true. But we're just gonna skip through all of it. So here we go.
This is Newester.
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 Thank you.
Okay.
I like how B is echoing all of our frustrations right now.
Come on. Come on.
Almost sounds like Gambit. Come on, mon ami.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Whee. Okay, anyway.
So
that was not what's supposed to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, that didn't work.
okay.
It didn't work.
Okay.
It did the
I
odd stuff.
I figured by the reaction, but
Yeah, we gotta jump and glide out of the area here. All right, here we go. Come on, game. Here we go.
nice.
All right. This is not great.
Whoa.
What are you doing here? All right, we're out of bounds. They can't hurt us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here comes the second part.
Yeah, here comes the second part. So we're just gonna go underneath the level
Wow.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. No, we're good. I guess they despawned. Okay.
Was that the thing where like it saves your position kind of
Yes.
deal?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
This is awesome. I can't believe this is just a mechanic you can take advantage of.
Yeah, there we go. And we're
Nice.
through.
Wow.
Yeah.
Had to get that lock on.
Yes, sir.
That like respawn mechanic, I forget what you called it, seems so convenient. Like
It's-
I'm just the speedrunner in me is in awe of just like all the stuff that allows you to do.
Yeah, it's incredible the work that went into this game, just with how friendly it is to players. It's like, yeah, I don't think I could ask for a better speed game, honestly. Like, it's just so good. Yeah. So we're on to the next V mission here, and this is actually going to be the last V mission, and it is.
He walked off that limp like a soccer player.
So in the story here, V actually has all of his summons taken away from him, and he's put in a dimension by the character Malphus, who is a descendant of Mundus. He's from Devil May Cry 1. Not important, but we're going to go to her dimension, where we're actually going to be forced to refight 3 of the bosses from earlier in the game, but weaker versions of them because they're like their ghosts, basically. Yeah. And we don't have access to Griffin, so we have this cool, like, he's going to grab at the air and just teleport forward faster.
It's like the warp strike from Noctis and like Final Fantasy 15.
That's true. That's actually a really good comparison.
So again, hopefully she plays nice with us.
She did not.
No, not in the slightest.
She knew what's going on.
Oh lordy, but still gets 1 skewer out. Again, we still get nice chunks of damage out there. These are weaker versions of the bosses that we have fought before. But we just need, okay, there we go, 2 out of 3. Can we get 1 final skewer? There we go.
All right, there.
Oh, just look at this execution!
Can I read a pertinent donation?
Go
Absolutely.
for it.
$10 from Birdie39 who says, Bobbeigh knows how to bring the hype for real.
It's true.
Oh, shout out to Birdie.
Shout out to Birdie. Shout out to Birdie. Woo. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right, so now we're gonna grab Griffin here for this fight against Goliath. We actually used to grab these in a separate, or in a different order, slightly different. We used to grab Griffin, and then once we started buying Skewer with V, and like I can't stress enough that like even if the skips were not present in this run, we'd still be buying this move because again, just like look at the damage.
Yeah.
It's easily V's best move. And then he's down as well. Unfortunately, we can't just like grab Nightmare because then there's a special execution there and it's just really slow. But they play like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. It's pretty cool.
That sounds cool.
And then we're gonna go on to Cavalier Angelo. Now it's really pertinent that we have all 3 of the summons for this because Cavalier likes to block attacks, and having all 3 of the summons just ensures that there's a lot of attacks coming at him from all directions.
Nightmare, when summoned, probably won't even get to that point, but can break the guard, contribute to the stagger, and also act as a really nice wall for all of these attacks to compound on.
Wow.
Like, that's just so amazing. And here we go, another cool kill. Oh, no.
All right.
Nothing personnel.
I don't hear that noise come out of you too often.
Neither do I, honestly.
V is literally limping along at this point in the game. He still has time to style on people. This series is awesome.
All right, and now these are actually like some small V clips to skip some like tracking, or like backtracking around the area because we have to go and like shoot these little weak points to open up some vines and everything. But doing these clips saves like 20 seconds or so, and I really just want to show them off because they're really cool. So they're small, but they're dope.
No time to worry about them.
Here we go.
At your pleasure.
Excuse you, V. There we go.
There we go.
And then this one's a little bit more finicky.
Wow.
At your pleasure.
There's something about this I find very funny. I don't know why.
There we go.
Yeah, nice. Okay. Yeah, the geometry on those vines is just so finicky. It's like just all over the place. All right, now for real this time, everybody say bye to V. This is the last time we'll see him as a player character.
Bye for real this time.
Can I read a pressing donation for that?
Yes, absolutely.
I have, there it is. I have $50 from Aura, who says, everyone says Devil May Cry, but nobody asks how Devil May feel.
All right, so Nero here we're gonna go back to. This is the part of the game where the characters, after they meet up in Mission 13, they diverge a bunch. That's why these are called Diverge, like 1, 2, and 3, basically. And they're just named after the characters. So they go their separate ways to find like the best way through the tree in order to confront and track down Urizen. And here we're gonna actually have access to Nero's Buster Arm, which is reminiscent of his Devil Bringer from DMC4. Yeah, this was a pretty cool area here that we're just going through pretty casually.
I really like how you get to see you really get to see what the air taunt does for your movement right there too. That was really fun to watch.
And even some just like OG Devil May Cry movement where just like stingering off of a ledge will just like result in like this like leap. But yeah, like DECosmic was saying, the Buster Arm kind of reminiscent to Devil May Cry 4, and in spectacular fashion, you'll just be seeing them just whip these enemies around into surrender.
Alrighty.
Also, this clip, like this Devil Breaker clip, is actually pretty stacked as well.
Yeah.
Demon King's mine.
Absolutely.
Oh, hey, so we have a lot of these people trying to play defense, so I like to call these the Cleveland Browns.
Oh!
So, good 7. Good pick 6. Good pick 6. Like, just look at them. Like, come on, guys. Hate being from Cleveland sometimes.
All right, so now we're gonna get on up to this behemoth here. We're just gonna go ahead and do a bunch of exceeds and then use the Buster Arm here. Woo! And now it's
See his
down.
tongue just go like...
And then we're gonna use Prince Devitt's Bloody Sunday from New Japan Pro Wrestling in order to take down these guys.
I know wrestling fans in the chat. Let's go. And there we go, Nero. He's breaking them in half. By God!
That man had a family.
You're a bad man, Cosmic. You're
This run rules. This run is so great.
All right, now the final fight we're going to use the Buster Arm here. Judecca is going to spawn against the enemy with like the big wobbly arms, and we're going to actually just use
You're good.
the Buster Arm in order to prevent it from playing, because otherwise it's going to teleport around a lot, and we're going to use its own arms against it.
Also, I have an insight about the Judecca that you put in your notes. It's a big purple enemy. I just wanted to point out.
True.
I remembered that one.
Oh, excuse me.
Ooh, I was going about this in practice, but these enemies, these hatchet, these cleaver guys, can be really, really cumbersome. Once they wind up their attack, they actually gain a sort of like super armor, so you can't really do like the parry thing that we've been doing. And in higher difficulties, it just gets really, really difficult to avoid damage.
Yep. And now we're going to get on into Malphus. So, when we get in here, we're going to go ahead and dash over to her.
Whoa. This looks crazy.
We're going to activate this cutscene because if we got hit during like planting the overture bombs on here and that cutscene activated, it would just get rid of all of the overture bombs. And obviously, I want to be able to show the strat. And there it is.
Just look at that damage!
Bye-bye, birdie.
Bye-bye.
Probably the coldest take of all time, but like the enemy and boss design in this game is awesome.
It's really good.
Pretty key.
It's pretty great.
What do you think, chat? What do you think, audience? You think Devil May Cry 5 is pretty great?
Yeah.
If you think Devil May Cry 5 is pretty pretty great. Can we get that donation number up? Every time I look up there, it's like, it's been at 82. It just got that. Let's get those donations in for Doctors Without Borders.
Absolutely. You know, how about this? How about this? Since we're playing Devil May Cry 5, how about we do a Devil May Cry $5 train?
Yeah.
$5 train. $5
Devil May Cry $5 train.
At 1 hour. At 1 hour on the clock right there. We're at 59 minutes. At 1 hour, get those donations queued up. At 1 hour, send it. Bam.
You heard it here first, folks. 1 hour, $5 donation train. I got one for you real quick if you'd like to hear it.
Absolutely.
I have $25 from Sejimin, who says, I adore Dante's Real Impact, but I'm pretty sure the real impact is funding Doctors Without Borders.
That's right. And that's right.
And folks, that $5 donation train, queue it up to go into that double time incentive. Have your money do double time while we're celebrating Devil May Cry 5.
So, you may be wondering, did Dante just spawn a meteorite from space? Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, he did, with the power of Faust, which is extremely powerful in this game.
What's with the cowboy hat?
Yeah.
That's where the meteors came from.
Oh!
Yeah, that's the hat power.
Oh!
You know everything's bigger in the clip off.
So Faust is a move that actually, or a weapon that actually uses red orbs. So a big part of what goes into the orb economy is saving up these red orbs for Dante to use Faust on a bunch of enemies.
Yeah.
Now these enemies we don't really need to use it on because they don't affect how this wave goes. But we're going to use it on this one that's popping up here real soon. There he is. And goodbye.
Pretty much like every single Devil May Cry run at GDQ, we've explained how important the orb economy is and how different it is for every single game. And in this one, I think it's the only time where you have to save red orbs for damage specifically.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. So, and it's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
It's a lot of damage.
That's what I like to call big damage.
I've enjoyed hearing all of your, what's the word, superlatives for damage throughout this run. It's been a lot of fun.
Grande damage.
We're going to take these guys out. If this guy can cooperate real quick. Yeah, that's fine. All right.
Yo, that $5 train is rolling right now. Holy moly.
Keep it going,
Let's
y'all.
go.
Devil May Cry $5 train.
$5
Get those
train.
donations in. Again, attach those to the incentives. Help us reach that $100,000 milestone goal and hitting that upgrade to the double time while we're at it. GDQ.GG/donate. Get to it, y'all.
Onward
Woo.
All right, so now we're going to go into Cerberus.
Do a little dance.
Yep. We're going to get ignition. We're going to go on in here. Now,
Oh, awesome. Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, speaking of Cerberus, there's a donor from an earlier donation cited Cerberus's Devil May Cry 3 theme as one of their
theme.
favorites.
Really good theme.
You got nothing, nothing's got you, but we don't. But he's got nothing on this Super Saiyan 2, this Super Devil Trigger. Oh my lord!
You got rhymes too? My god.
Oh my, and the real impact. So a little bit of a quick thing that he's been doing with the prop shredder. He is charging the prop shredder from the Devil Sword Dante, but then he's also switching to those gauntlets. And while your weapons is equipped to the gauntlets, even though you're still doing the prop shredder, you're gaining up the hits for that ignition for your gauntlets, for that real impact. So it is very nice. It was a very nice display of swapping weapons and that little that nice tech to really fell that Cerberus phone.
Folks, I have this $5 train rolling if you'd like to hear
some
some
of them.
it.
How about that?
I have $5 from Zinni, who says 1 ticket to the DMC5 train. I have $25 from Anthony, who says, how about 5 times 5 for DMC5? I have, this one's good. $5 from Adam N, who says, choo choo, next Devil May Cry, maybe he can use a train as a sword.
No, I would play that.
I would love that.
This is Urizen Wireless. I call him Wireless because he doesn't have the tentacles on him anymore.
Wi-Fi Urizen, dog.
Speaking of wireless, right before this run, Cosmic had his he plugged the controller back in. What? He switched to Bluetooth and he was like, it makes me mash through the cutscenes faster or something like that. And then he switched back to USB. I'm like,
I forgot to unplug it. I'm not gonna...
that was the most absurd tech I'd ever heard of. Like, unplugging my controller makes me mash faster.
I don't know, man.
Oh, I kind of don't want this run to end, but we're at the last few missions. I've been having such a good time here, and I hope you folks have been.
It has truly been an honor and a pleasure to watch Cosmic destroy this game. This is like, I've just been kind of in awe the whole time.
It was a fantastic run, and I still got more $5 train donations if you want to hear them.
I do have to clarify real quick that V and Urizen fused to form Virgil, which is Dante's brother. Spoilers. Virgil and V was a traitor the entire time, and also Bruce Wayne is Batman. So like, whoa. So now we got to fight all of V's familiars, and they're not very nice. But you know what is nice is that $5 donation stream. So let's hear a little bit more from it.
Absolutely. I have $5 from Chelsea, who says, "But why may Devil cry?" That's a great question. I have $5 from Sheev Dubs, who says, "I am the train that is approaching."
That with whatever that animation was awesome.
Oh,
that was like perfectly timed.
We have $5 from Hikaru, who says, "Choo choo, 1 ticket for the Devil May Cry $5 train." We have $55.55 from Toasty, who says, "I never had to shed a tear because I've made the devil do my crying for me." That's just pretty good. I can't lie.
Pretty good. All right, so now we're actually going to get into the Nightmare fight here. So Nightmare can actually, if you don't deal enough damage in time to it, it can disappear and, you know, not come back for a while. It's a lot of time loss. So we're actually going to try and skip that phase real quick here. All right, he was nice. Good start. We're going to use Cavalier. A lot of damage coming out here from the wheels.
Wow, yeah.
This is a really good weapon.
Hey.
He heard the pun and then smacked me for it. My bad.
Just take a little bit off the top, Cosmic.
All right, and he's down. Good.
That's good stuff.
All right, so last 2 missions. So Virgil is quite a difficult boss, but we're going to pay him a lot of money to leave us alone.
Yeah, so what I was talking about with, or unless you wanted to...
Go for it.
Okay, so we have specific openers for bosses that are set all the time. We actually have to roll the die with with Virgil with this. It looks like he's giving us a really nice pattern, getting us to charge up, and you think he's gonna be taking some damage. Well, he is gonna be taking some damage.
Oh, okay.
And that is a lot of damage!
Woo! But wait!
I'm your big brother!
All right, time's gonna be coming up soon.
What is going
Time's gonna be coming up soon. This is the last fight. It's Nero versus his dad, Virgil. So here we go.
Nothing to do.
And this fight is actually pretty scripted.
Yeah. So I'd say let's just enjoy it.
All right, here we go. Next time.
Y'all didn't see that.
I thought I saw that. I wasn't sure.
And time. Dang. All right.
You have destroyed your estimate again in another Devil May Cry 5 run. The hero of AGDQ 2020 returns.
Whew, that was awesome. So I have a lot of shout outs to get through, or quite a few shout outs to get through, but first I want to really thank production for making this run happen. There was a lot of legwork that they had to put in for this. I really want to shout out Melody especially. Woo! She was the one that came up with like the start of the work around there. So big shout outs to all of them for making this happen. It straight up wouldn't happen without them. So give them their props. Thank you, everybody that helps this event happen behind the scenes. You are incredible. So I also want to thank my commentators so much. It was a pleasure and an honor to have you backing me up for this. I want to thank all my friends in the crowd as well down here. You know, they're pretty sick. As far as the Devil May Cry runners that I want to thank Scruffington, who was my biggest rival in this game. I taught him to play this game because I wanted him to beat me, and he did. And then I had to beat him later, but it took me a couple of years because he's a very, very good runner and a very talented runner, and I hope he knows that. And also Loner Hero, my man's 100 grand. We started speedrunning around the same time together, and that dude is just awesome. So, and then we also got Unintended Chaos, we got Waifu, we got a couple others. You all know who you are. There's a lot of great people that have touched this game, like Garuda, who came up with the Nidhogg strat, Flamamamba, who came up with Mission 9 skip, Remote Mine and Tech Theist, who came up with Mission 7, Akion, who was the glitch hunter that found the V skewer skips in the first place. This game is a game rife with legacy and themes of found family, and I really like the family that I found at GDQ and all the family that I found through this game. So it was a pleasure and an honor to play this game for y'all. I love it so much, and if you guys have any final words.
You're awesome.
I love you, Cosmic.
You're awesome, dude.
You killed that.
I got
That
so
was
much respect
great.
for you, man. Yeah.
Oh, and also, Doctors Without Borders, you may not have borders, but you do have style, and I hope you know that as well. So,
Cosmic, thanks so much, man.
Yeah.
I don't got anything else to say.
Yeah, I think that's
you
it.
truly did it.
Thank you
Thank you so much,
very
everybody.
much.